What is going on, Movie Mules? Hope you all are doing very well out there. This is going to be a snack time review for The Little Things, which just premiered on HBO Max and in some theaters, depending on your area, probably. But before I get into the review part, we just want to thank our Patreon supporters, Kim and Steve. You guys are rocking it right now. Thank you guys so much, as always. And if any of you out there want to become a Patreon supporter, there should be a link down below to see how you can be able to sign up for that. And we would love for you guys to become a part of this small community that we're trying to build on this channel, and hopefully you guys do that, and we would really appreciate it. And also, on top of that, we have a link down below for our merchandise store over at teespring.com. So if you guys want to support the channel that way, feel free to do so. And once again, if you guys do that, thank you so much. Now, The Little Things is a crime thriller, mystery solving type movie about this sheriff who used to work in the LA police force, but due to mysterious circumstances in his own life, it just happened to where he just got a smaller time role and was stuck in that role for 15 years. But then this up and coming detective brings him in so that way he can help him solve this case where there's this serial killer hunting down and killing people. And so as they're trying to solve that mystery, the movie sort of unravels and reveals some parts about them that they didn't know initially to begin with. So I think that this really did have good potential. You see it in the beginning of the movie. It had a really good start to it, and it really was trying to explain that this is a movie where, as they're trying to find the serial killer, like it also in the process unravels these two leads to where they're just as demented in a different sense as compared to how this serial killer is demented. So it was kind of going to be this really cool juxtaposition, and I was really liking that the ideas that they were setting up in the beginning of this movie. I thought that it could have made for, something different that we've seen out of this genre, but really it falls flat on itself. It forgets that it's trying to set up these big, ambitious ideas, and it takes really big swings in the process, but because the script really lacks and really beefing itself up, and it only feels half finished and feels very a time of the past and not so much a really forward thinking script, that it just falls flat altogether. It just was not very strong, and it really comes into play for the actors too. The actors with Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, Jared Leto, that's a really good cast, and it's not like they're giving off bad performances, but you can tell to a degree that they're struggling. They're struggling with a very weak script where they can't really nail down their characters, especially for Denzel and Rami's individual characters. Yeah, throughout the movie, you can tell that the script has ideas of what these characters are trying to be, but throughout the movie, the script just winds up having these two characters almost feel one and the same, and it feels like there's no individualism to each of their characters, to where it almost feels like they're playing the same character, and as such, like, it leads to them not having really great chemistry throughout the majority of the movie, which is very unfortunate because it's pretty much them at the forefront throughout the whole thing, and it's supposed to be a movie about them and how they're unraveling while trying to solve this case. And I thought Jared Leto, he did a pretty good job, probably out of the three of them, but I think that script kind of gave him a lot more to work with to a degree, and also it's kind of a typecasting choice for Jared Leto, like the type of serial killer-esque look that they wanted. Jared Leto, has that type of look, so it was good typecasting. Like, you've seen Jared Leto in this role before, but he still does a pretty good job and kind of adds a bit of a spin to it. But even still, though, the script just really lacks in knowing that it's not as forward pushing as it's trying to be, and that's just because it's not really good at like setting up the big ideas that it wants. It's not really good at making you feel any interest in the plot to begin with, and it really lacks in altogether just having these characters be interesting or feel different, that sets them apart from each other. So while in the beginning it seems like a movie that really has some great ideas, and it seems like a really cool crime thriller that we're about to have, it just falls flat on itself to where it's very dull, very boring. I ended up liking it at first a bit more than most people did, because I was hearing like a bit of buzz how it's very underwhelming, and I came out liking it at first. But I think the more that I've thought about and sit on it, the more that I realize that the criticisms of this movie are very warranted, and it's where I'm finding out that I'm thinking about this movie less and less, and I'm thinking more about the bad than the good. So altogether, if you want to check it out, like I feel no need to stop you, and maybe you will end up liking it at first like I did, but I think you guys will be able to see where the issues lie within this movie like I did, and the criticisms feel very warranted throughout. But I wish this could have been a lot better. This seemed like a really cool, interesting movie with some great talent attached to it, but it's just a script that feels very much a product of the past and not as forward thinking as it's trying to be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. And once again, thank you to our Patreon supporters and to everyone else out there. Be able to make sure to check out, our Patreon or our merchandise store. And also please like, subscribe, and share around our channel. We would really appreciate it. And we hope that you guys keep enjoying these videos, and we'll keep cranking out more for you guys in the future. So as always, thanks for watching Alex's Mom, and we'll see you later.